Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel On the Hook Crochet, where we talk about wearable crochet style. And let's see what's been on the hook. I am finished with my fall into autumn sweater. That's what I'm calling this. And I wanted to bring it to you today. I'm releasing it this morning. And if you are a member of the community at On the Hook Crochet, you will have received an email from me with a special discount code in case you're interested in the pattern out on Etsy. So if you aren't, that's fine, but if you are, you have a special discount code that you can use to purchase the pattern. It's a fairly long pattern. It's a lot like my others as far as the detail and the conversational style that I use. I hope it's easy for you to make. And what I'm going to do this morning is to show you a little bit about the sweater and let you take a look at it. I'll model it for you and you can see how it fits, and if it might be useful to you, you might like to wear it, then you can make one on your own. So I will stand up and let you take a look at it. I made this sweater from, that's really soft. I made this sweater from mandala tweed, and here's what it looks like. This is it, the mandala tweed, and I edge stitched it in willow and lark in the kind of a purple color to match the tweed. There's some purple in the tweed, and so when I got up here to the shoulders, I made the decision about the color of the bands, and the neckband is fairly narrow. It's not very wide. I didn't want it to be a huge statement up here, but I did want the sleeves to have a nice band, and what I did was I made them below the elbow, and I took the measurement here, and then I subtracted 2 inches for the band, and then I put the bands on last. And these are done in a back loop only stitch, and I described that stitch in the pattern, and also there's a photograph in there to show you where to put your hook. Most of you know how to do a back loop only. If you don't, there are also some tutorials on YouTube, but I think there's probably enough information in the pattern to do it. It's not difficult. What I did here, though, I will explain to you. I bought the tweed from Lion Brand, and I actually color corrected it along here. I realized that when I was crocheting this way, that I wasn't going to be able to match the colors without pulling out some of the yarn from the cake. So I pulled out until I reached the point where these were going to be the same. And you don't have to do that. I know some of you are really into color correcting, and color controlling, some call it. I totally get that, because I did that on this one. I didn't want the two sides to not be even, and I didn't want them not to match, so I made them to match each other. And I also put a band along the bottom, and this band is around 2 inches, and it's also done in the black loop only. So what that does is it gives the bands a little bit of interest. There's a ridge along there for 4 rows, so it's not difficult to make. Now I will say that I made this from the bottom up, and y'all know how I do things. I do some from the top down, bottom up, side to side. I do them all different kinds of ways. This one is crocheted from the bottom up, and the sleeves are crocheted right into the front fabric and right into the back fabric. So there are no sleeves to set in, there are no sleeves to add on. If you can see that, I made them right into the fabric. So when you finish the front fabric and the back fabric, you're finished. You don't have to make any sleeves, add any sleeves. They're already on there. So that makes it a little bit quicker. And if you make it out of a nice big yarn, and this is Lucky Penny. I think I told you this the other day, but it's a number 4 weight yarn. So it's a little bit large. I think if I make this again, I might make it out of a number 3, just to see if it has a little more drape. But honestly, this has enough drape for me, and it's warm. It's not hot, but it is warm. Now what I did was I made the neck a square neck. This comes straight over and straight up, and I tried to give it a little more form than just a straight down square. I wanted to bring it down to a little more of a point, and this will depend on where you want your neckline to start. In the pattern, I really give you the option of where you want to start the neck, just like I do in all my other patterns, because they're a pattern outline. And if you prefer a higher neck, then you can put a higher neck in there, or a lower neck, you can certainly do that. And if you get it a little bit too low and you realize that after you finish the front, you can add more neckband, single crochet, or even double crochet if you need to bring that neckline up. I did do some decreasing here so that it would stay in the square form around the neck. I wanted this to be a square. I didn't want it to be a scoop neck. I wanted it to be a square. So it would look a little different from my other patterns. I don't want them all to be the same. I want you to learn something every time you make one of the sweaters, or the sleeves might be made differently in each one. I think I've probably not made any duplicates yet. So when you choose a pattern from my Etsy shop, you'll be learning something new, and the sweater won't look like the last sweater you just made. Now, I do recommend that you make a pattern more than once. That is just something I've always done. If I find a pattern that fits and looks good, then I will make it 2 times or more. So this is no exception. So I just wanted to bring this to you today and let you take a look at it and roll it out, put it in my Etsy shop. And if you feel like making a new sweater, then the pattern is out there. And of course, the discount code is in your email box if you're a member of the community. So if you're not, you can join up and get another discount code. When you sign up for the community, a discount code will be given to you to use in the Etsy shop as well. So I hope you're having a great day. I wanted to get this out there and start on another project and working on another sweater as well. So I just wanted to introduce you to the fall into autumn sweater, and I hope you like it. So join me next time to find out what's on the hook.